Welcome to the Modest Sports Show, home of your college athlete. We are player led and player focused. I feel like I haven't been on in weeks, and I think that is very accurate. So, guys, tonight, man, I just want to kind of bring y'all with an update and also just provide y'all with some game film. We're going to watch some film. It is week 0 in college football and I could not be more excited. We've been all off season. We've been just building up to this football season, getting people on the show, and I'm excited. So, with that being said, tonight we're gonna go over Kansas State, Iowa State, kind of tell you what I've been watching because see, my initial thought was I was gonna do a regular game breakdown. So normally, pre-recorded episode, got all the fancy stuff, but the way life has it, really don't have the time to do that. So I said I'm gonna do something even better tonight. We're gonna go live, so you all can watch along with me, kind of dive into how I see the game and who I have in my picks this season. We're gonna be keeping up with our picks, what we got right, what we got wrong. So be sure to drop it in the comments what you think and who you have in some of your predictions as we go through the season. Because I'm gonna be keeping up with my picks, you keep up with yours, and maybe at the end of the season we could do something fun like a giveaway or some prizes, something like that, to see who won and who did the best this season. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna get into this tape. And it's been so long since I went live. I feel like it's been a few months, but I'm excited about this just because I wanted to get some content out to you guys. And we're getting ready to get this season started and underway. And I think this is a good precursor to the season at hand. Kansas State playing Iowa State in Ireland, in Dublin, Ireland, at I think it's Aviva Stadium, which is I think pretty more known for soccer. But I would say over the past 2, 3 seasons, at least, since I've been on this side of things, being the media and not playing, I feel like those season openers in Dublin, Ireland have been producing some pretty good matchups. So, you know, as life would have it, I haven't really been doing a lot of film breakdown, a lot of film review. I've been doing a lot of I just been kind of trying to go as hard as I can with getting the content out with everything else that I have going on in life. So I had to like knock some dust off over these past few weeks and days as I've been kind of just looking at football, trying to get back in my football mindset. And so just jotted down some notes for you guys because this is a learning curve, especially for those of you who want to better understand the game. So, how to watch film, right? What are we looking for? What is the down and distance? Okay, what is the formation? What are the tendencies in that formation? What are the plays they run? What are some player tendencies? For example, high hat or low hat off the line of scrimmage from the offensive lineman. On the defensive side, what are the teams trying to accomplish with with each different front? Are they in a 3 or 4 man front? Are they in that front? Are they slant or gap control? Are they slanting to the field or to the boundary? After front recognition, what are the coverages behind it? Okay, and then how do you identify coverages? So something that I learned in my playing days with identifying coverages, always split the field in half. That'll help you better understand coverages. Look at this side of the field, then look at that side. All right, and then lastly, how often does a team blitz and where are they blitzing from? So just some quick notes because like I said, I intended to do this episode pre-recorded, but since we're doing it live tonight, these are just some things that I see as I watch the game or as I kind of went through last year's game, and that's what we're looking at tonight to give us a good prediction of, I guess, what we can expect because this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was the last regular season game last year, and they're also opening up with each other in the first regular season game. So, which that's ironic that they playing each other on rivalry week because I'd expect Kansas State to play Kansas on rivalry week. However, this is what we have. So I noticed 12 personnel, 21 personnel tendencies on first and 10. We'll see some of that tonight. And it's not going to be long. Not going to be long tonight. I really just want to give you all some content and let you know that I'm thinking about you, but also let you know that we're excited for what's coming up. Okay. Uh, Third downs. We're going to see here Kansas or Iowa State, they like to go empty a lot in 10 personnel on third and long or third down situations and also long yardage situations. I also noticed that Iowa State, they do like to take shots on first down. And also you're going to see Sama, which he's a pretty good running back from Iowa State. You'll see him line up in the pistol a lot, especially in this first quarter. Okay. From Kansas State, on the offensive side of the ball, they like to, or excuse me, on the defensive side of the ball, they start the game with a three-man front. That's something that both of these teams did, starting in the Okie front, right? That's what, at least that's how I was taught at the University of Kentucky, which is a Okie front, a zero technique. Um, your nose is lined man up center, and 2-4 techniques from the defensive end, defensive tackle, however you want to label that. And then I also noticed that Kansas State very good at getting to the ball. They're greedy when getting to the ball. All right. Just a few things, but all in all, we're going to run through this and we're going to learn more about both of these teams. And I'm excited about this. So let's just get right into it. So we're in the first quarter of this game, and this was an explosive play from the jump for this Iowa State defense. First play of the game, as you can see here, right? Avery Johnson kind of got too far, got that pitch, didn't anticipate where his, I think that what's his name, DJ, I forget he's a Colorado transfer though, but he didn't anticipate where he was going. He threw it to where he was at, and so Iowa State comes out, you know, gets a fumble recovery on the error from Avery Johnson to start the game off. So not really much to see there. But Avery Johnson, though, I like him. I think he's a good ball player. And I think he's shown that he has a lot of, and excuse me, it never fails. Every time I do these lives, and I start yawning like I'm tired and stuff. Like it never fails. I don't know why. But Avery Johnson, good quarterback. He can throw the ball. One of his favorite targets, and we got that in the notes too. One of his favorite targets is Jace Brown. He's returning this season. I think he'll have a very good year. I like Jace Brown. Um, was very big offensive production. He had a lot of offensive production last season. So let's skim through this, kind of get some of this. Let's get into it. So Kansas State obviously likes to line up in this three-man front. And I think a lot of times when we think about the three-man front, we obviously know this guy here. Excuse me. This guy here has to be a dog, right? Your nose got to be able to anchor that defense. But I don't think at times we really pay attention to what these guys right here have to be. These three linebackers, right? Because if you don't have a good defensive front or good gap integrity by your defensive lineman, you know, a lot of times you'll see they're gonna get pushed into the laps of these dudes, and so you got to be able to have dudes who can really hold their own. But then not only that, you got to be able to have linebackers who can read and react, get to the ball quickly. Just because you kind of what you're giving up on the front end, being this defensive line, you know, you gain on the back end, but you also kind of lose out right here in the middle of this defense. So you really got to have linebackers who can get to the ball quickly and can play fast. So that is yeah. So yeah, that is something to key Now, just some other identifiers, right? And I said 12 personnel, I said 21 personnel because some of these formations, like guys like this right here, granted, could call him a sniffer. However, his depth and also his size, his jersey number, I'm calling this guy a fullback. Okay, so that's why I say 12 personnel or 21 personnel. All right. Let's just go through this. This is a simple and obviously they're gonna motion to this pistol. That's why I talked about earlier. You're gonna see in the first quarter of the game at least a lot of pistol from this team. But I like a lot of Kansas State's blitz packages. I actually had somebody drop a comment some days ago, pretty much asking would I be able to get to Manhattan um, to get somebody from the Wildcats on the show. And I said, let's just see. That can definitely happen. Another thing that I just recently learned is running back that Kansas State had last season, DJ Giddens. He's a very good running back. At the same time, he okay. At the same time, him and he went to the same high school that I went to, with him being from Junction City High School. So that was very cool to learn. So, okay. It's cold too. Like in this weather that they're playing in right now, I think this is it's probably like low teens, maybe low 20s, somewhere in there. And it's wintertime in Iowa, so that's why you gotta love the sport, man. It's a gladiator sport. And honestly, right here, down the distance, that's why I say uh they're gonna go 39, 10 personnel or empty. This running back here is gonna get a good chip on this guy. What I would like to see right here though, I would like to see this running or this linebacker right here continue to work. Continue to work. Watch this guy. I think he got a pick if he continues to work that way. You see where his body, look where his body positioning is. Uh, Look where this guy's body positioning is. Uh, if he just keeps working underneath to that, he has a pick. But crazy though, they marked this a first down. Clearly short of the line of game, but they marked that a first down. So keep working. 32. Keep working. Yeah. So just yeah. Unfortunate. I've had plays like that where I'm lined up, where I'm in the boundary, and those guys come and stick up behind you. It's important. You got to get your head around. You're not guarding grass. You're guarding personnel. So. Mm. It's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to we're gonna start matching our vibe. So I need to get we got to make this like a fireside chat, like dim lit with my glasses on. I got a couple episodes where it's like that. dim lit with my glasses on. Um, just like just like we're in the interrogation room, grind the tape. Um, However, unfortunately, right now, my laptop is about to die, and it's okay. It's okay because more importantly, I just wanted to get something recorded tonight. I really did. It was key for me to get something recorded. Right now, like where I've been in life, I've been like kind of building behind the scenes, trying to get things set up to make these processes more efficient. And yeah, man, I just, it's been a grind. Every day been a grind. I think God has been trying to reveal certain things to me. We're kind of off football right now. I'm just talking to you as a person, but like God has just really been trying to show certain things to me, and it's been kind of hard to accept at times. Other times it's been, me showing gratitude, but uh, I'm passionate about this. So this is always at the forefront of my mind and how to improve it, how to get better. Everything that I do comes as a result of me trying to elevate this platform and to just continue to be my best self so I can make this the best it can be. Because I know that this, like I've said on other episodes, I know that this has a lot of potential, and it's just all about how we go about executing. And so I appreciate those of you who continue to support me and support what we're doing on our channel. For those of you who are new, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Always do those three things because it helps us out. And then, man, the sooner we get to where we're trying to go, I won't be yawning on the channel, and I'll be able to give it a little bit more time just because I'll have more time to give. So it's just a hobby right now, but definitely trying to make this a full-time thing. I appreciate any of you who support me along the way. Guys, be sure to comment because I've had some comments. Actually, before we go tonight, I want to shout out a couple people that commented on a couple of the other videos, but I wasn't able to edit and do all that and spruce it up. But I still want to get them their just due. Let's see here. Um, so at official Hog Wild Podcast responded a day ago and said, "This is dope content, bro. I will definitely be watching the growth of your channel." And so that's why that's the motivation. That's what keeps me going. Like when you have an expectancy, people expect something out of you. And so we got to continue to deliver quality product. We got to continue to keep pushing the envelope on our self improvement. And so I appreciate the official Hog Wild podcast. He was commenting on Shaq McRoy's is all in at Arkansas video. We have that on the channel. So be sure to go check that video out. We went up to Fayetteville, Arkansas this summer and sat down with Shaq. And that was very exciting, very fun. But we also had another comment on that same video by at Cultured Neon U4W. This was a couple days ago, saying we are happy you're here, Shaq. And so I appreciate those two comments. I appreciate everybody for just